the last stand of humanity. In the vast expanse of the galaxy, humanity had long been considered a minor player, a mere speck amidst the cosmic grandeur. While advancing steadily, their technology still needed to catch up to the pinnacle of innovation seen in other galactic civilizations. Their colonies, though numerous, were often small and scattered across the reaches of space, like fragile outposts in an unforgiving wilderness. Yet, what they lacked in towering starships and awe-inspiring advancements, they more than made up for in a resilience born of necessity, in a tenacity forged by adversity. The year was 3063, and the galaxy seethed with conflict and turmoil. The dominant species, known as the Xyloids, their empire spanning vast swaths of star systems, had cast their gaze upon the fringes of known space, where humanity eked out its existence. With a relentless hunger for expansion, the Xyloids swept across the galaxy like a tidal wave of conquest, their fleets leaving devastation. Planets fell like dominoes before their might, and civilizations crumbled beneath their inexorable advance, leaving naught but ash and ruin in their wake. Humanity, on the outermost edges of the galactic map, had avoided confrontation with the Xyloids for centuries. Isolated by distance and obscurity, they watched with a wary eye as the Xyloid Empire expanded, drawing ever closer to their doorstep. They knew that it was only a matter of time before they would be forced to confront the juggernaut that loomed on the horizon, before being called upon to defend their homes and way of life against an enemy unlike any they had faced before. The first encounter was cataclysmic, a clash of civilizations on a scale not seen in generations. A Xyloid armada, vast and terrible, descended upon the human colony of New Terra with all the fury of a vengeful god, unleashing devastation from the skies above. Cities crumbled beneath the onslaught, millions perishing in the fire and the chaos that followed. But even in the face of such overwhelming odds, humanity refused to yield and submit to the yoke of oppression. News of the Xyloid invasion spread like wildfire across the galaxy, a harbinger of doom for those who dared to stand against the tide of conquest. Many believed that humanity, faced with such an implacable foe, would crumble beneath the weight of their hubris, that they would be swept aside like so many before them. But they underestimated the spirit of defiance that burned within the hearts of humanity, the unyielding determination to resist tyranny and oppression, no matter the cost. As the Xyloids pushed deeper into human territory, they encountered fierce resistance at every turn. Humans, once dismissed as insignificant by their would-be conquerors, fought with a ferocity and cunning that astonished even their most hardened adversaries. They adapted, improvised, and turned every advantage, no matter how slight, to their favor, waging a relentless guerrilla war against the forces of the Xyloid Empire. The tide of the war began to turn, slowly but inexorably, as other species, inspired by humanity's tenacity and resolve, rallied to their cause. From every corner of the galaxy, from every corner of known space, they came, drawn by the beacon of hope that humanity represented, united in a common purpose to resist the encroaching darkness. The once unstoppable juggernaut of the Xyloid Empire found itself bogged down in a quagmire of insurgency, facing enemies on every front, stretched thin by the sheer scale of the conflict they had unleashed. But humanity knew that victory would not come without sacrifice, that the price of freedom was often paid in blood and tears. As the war dragged on, the casualties mounted, the toll of death and destruction mounting with each passing day. Entire worlds were laid waste, civilizations on the brink of extinction, as the conflict spread like wildfire across the galaxy. Yet, humanity fought on, refusing to surrender despite overwhelming odds, driven by a fierce determination to see their enemies vanquished and their homes restored to glory. In a last desperate gambit, the remnants of humanity's fleet gathered for a final stand at the edge of the Milky Way, where the light of distant stars faded into the inky blackness of the void. Facing overwhelming odds, outnumbered and outgunned, they knew this would be their final stand, their last chance to strike a blow against the forces of darkness that threatened to consume them. Yet still, they stood tall, their resolve unshaken, their courage undimmed, as they prepared to make their final stand against the might of the Xyloid Armada. As the battle raged in the depths of space, humanity's defenders refused to yield an inch, fighting with a ferocity and a determination that defied all reason. Wave after wave of Xyloid ships crashed against their defenses, like breakers against the rocks, only to be shattered and broken by the unyielding resolve of humanity's warriors. They fought not for glory or conquest, but for survival, for the right to exist free from the tyranny of their would-be overlords. And they would not be denied. Ultimately, it was not superior technology or overwhelming numbers that decided the war's outcome, but the indomitable spirit of humanity, the refusal to bow down in the face of tyranny that proved their greatest weapon. Against all odds, against all reason, they emerged victorious, their enemies vanquished, their homes reclaimed from the clutches of darkness. The Xyloid Empire lay in ruins, their once mighty armada shattered beyond repair, as humanity stood triumphant amidst the ashes of their enemies. When the dust settled and the smoke cleared, the galaxy looked upon humanity with a newfound respect, for they had proven themselves to be more than just survivors and warriors. They were heroes, champions of freedom and defiance in the face of tyranny, shining beacons of hope in a galaxy of darkness. And though the cost had been high, though the scars of war would linger for generations to come, humanity had shown that even in the darkest times, they would always rise to the occasion. They would always stand firm against the tide of oppression and be the last best hope for freedom in the galaxy. And so, another journey through the realms of tomorrow comes to a close. But fear not, for the adventure never truly ends. As we bid farewell to this chapter, remember that the future holds infinite possibilities. Let your imagination soar, for within its vast expanse lies the keys to unlocking new worlds and endless wonders. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the unknown. Together, we have glimpsed the extraordinary and dared to dream of what lies beyond. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like and subscribe to the AI Storyteller for more captivating tales of the future. Until we meet again, keep dreaming, keep creating, and keep embracing the limitless potential of the future. For in our collective imagination, the story never truly ends.